Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's SVS PSO Quality Improvement webinar. My name is Jennifer Correa. I'm the Marketing Manager with the SVS PSO. I'm joined today by Betsy Weimer, who is the Director of Quality for the SVS PSO. Before I turn things over to Betsy, I just do want to go over a few housekeeping items. We will be keeping all lines muted throughout the webinar today, but if you do have a question at any time, go ahead and type it in the Q&A box there on the bottom of the screen. And any questions we are not able to get to live on today's webinar, we will respond and follow up after the webinar. So with that, I will turn things over to you, Betsy.
All right, thank you so much, Jen. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on the week before our big holiday, one of our big holidays. So again, thank you and welcome on this Tuesday. Our agenda today is we're just going to do a review of our year 2022, and I'm going to share a couple of QI tools. These are new tools I want to share with you, except the just one of them. I know I've shared it with you before, but those tools include a priority matrix, the WH and H questions, SMART, stakeholder analysis, your QI pitch. Also want to remind everyone for their call for 2023 abstracts, new toolkits, Q&A, and our next meeting. I apologize. So here's just a quick glance of our quality improvement annual overview. So for 2022, our QI focus was reviewing the long-term follow-up survey results. We also had guest speakers Rasha and Priya, and they spoke on their VQI summary report tool in Epic. We discussed a new potential national quality initiative of smoking cessation, and we discussed an annual review of charter submissions. As of this morning, we are now at 103 charters. So I wanted to say congratulations to everyone again on your hard work and dedication to quality. And I'm so proud that we're able to showcase that and share all of your projects. I mean, that just speaks volumes of what you're doing. So again, congratulations, 103 charters for 2022, and the year's not over yet. My challenge for everyone is for each region to do at least 2 charters per year. And I just want to challenge you, do you know where your region stands? And on our last call, our focus was on charter sustainability. And if you've missed any of our calls this year, feel free to visit the website at www.vqi.org to see the PowerPoints or videos of those calls. Now, as we're on that topic of our new VQI website, I did want to let you know that we are not going to be able to go live tomorrow. We thought we were going to go live with the new VQI website on the 21st. It's going to be pushed out to January. So I know we are anticipating having our next meeting is January 31st, and that will be a live demo of the website. So we are still planning on that. So I did just want to let you know that the new website, VQI website, will be going live in January, not December 21st as planned. So let's go ahead and move into our quality improvement tools. I apologize. And this is something called a priority matrix. And there's a few steps in here, 4 steps actually. So step 1 is identifying 4 to 5 problem areas within your center. Step 2 is to identify criteria to rate the problem areas. Step 3 is you're going to rank those, and 1 is worst and 4 is best, and then each potential project area is identified in step 2. So you're going to rank step 2, the criteria to rate the problem areas. And then in step 4, we'll give you the total numbers for ranking score, for which will give you a quality improvement project to work on. I've used this in my past and I actually loved it. It really helped me, especially whenever you're trying to juggle. You may have a couple of projects and it's like, gosh, which one should we work on? And collectively as a team, you can, work on this together, and then you can see which one does and should take priority. So again, this is called a priority matrix in 4 steps. The next quality tool is the WH and H questions. So using the 5 WH and 1 H question, this can assist you in writing a useful and specific statement to launch your project. So who does the problem impact? When did the problem begin? Where is the problem occurring? How often is the problem occurring? What is occurring that shouldn't be? And what didn't occur that should have? And again, these are just the 5 WH and H questions that you can also ask to begin your QI project. And then this is something that I have used in the past, but I also still find it very relevant in today. And it's SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So just follow the acronym SMART to ensure that your aim statement is complete. So specific: there should be no ambiguity as to what the aim is. Measurable: there should be measurable quality indicator that could be used to determine whether you have successfully achieved the aim. Achievable: the aim should be feasible to achieve, meaning your institution has the necessary time and resources to make it happen. And I think I've said this over and over. Achievable: make sure you're not going to get 100% each time. Make it achievable and attainable the first time. It may only be 1 to 10% improvement, but that's okay. Just again, make sure it is 100% achievable to you. And again, that may only be 1 to 2%, 1 to 10%, and that's okay. Next is the relevant. The aim should be relevant to your center and specific problem areas. And again, the time bound. Your aim statement should describe the time frame in which the aim will be achieved. And I've also shared this also. Sometimes charters and QI projects, they may last a year, 2 years, and 3 years. So, don't focus on, oh my gosh, I have to get my QI project complete within 6 months or, 1 year. I will be happy to work with you. And charters do last up to 3 years. So, and I'll help you fill out a supplemental form years 2 and years 3 if necessary. So again, that's the SMART tool. Next is something called stakeholder analysis. And again, we all know the importance that stakeholders hold, especially with our projects. And again, they're very important in regards whether our QI projects are successful or not. A QI tool of a stakeholder analysis is very beneficial. And again, this is just a sample. So I use the stakeholder, the importance, influence, interest, potential to block, and strategies. So who are your stakeholders? What is their importance to the project? What is their influence? What is their interest? What is their potential to block the project? And what could be their strategy? So looking at this little chart here, so a stakeholder, it could be your patient, the nurses, it could be the quality officer, it could be a surgeon. And then what is their importance to the project? Patients, I consider that a high importance. The chief quality officer is high. Nurses, I kind of was on the fence, but again, this is just an example. So I put them and surgeons as medium. The influence though, surgeons are high, patients is kind of low, although the importance is high on patients. So, just take a look at the chart and, just reflect on it. And again, talk among your team and discuss what you feel, how these would be guarded in your center. And then the interest, for example, the patients, they want to improve their health. Surgeons want to improve care. And again, the potential to block. Surgeons, they may have low buy-in. Patients have a lack of awareness. And then strategies. Patients will engage in their own health. The chief quality officer will facilitate implementation. Nurses empower to provide ideas and input. So again, just remember all of these questions and work on your stakeholder analysis. Again, stakeholders play a big part on whether or not our QI projects are successful or not. And again, know your stakeholders before you even implement a QI project. And also your QI pitch. So be prepared with your pitch. So this is kind of a 4-part formula, and it will assist you in being successfully prepared when you actually pitch your QI project. And again, I can't say it enough, is to consider your stakeholder values and interests when developing your QI pitch. So, what is the project about? Summarize your goal in 1 to 2 sentences. They don't want you to go on and on paragraphs. They want you to nail your project in about 1 to 2 sentences. Why is the project important? Summarize the justification. They do want justification. And they want to know, what will success look like? Describe how you will know the project has succeeded. It could be, we'll decrease our SSIs by 10%. We'll decrease our length of stay, something like that. And then finally, excuse me, what does the project team need from the stakeholder? Identify specifically what the team needs from the speech audience. For nurses, again, you could say, I need you to assist me in implementing this protocol for infection control. The surgeons, I need you to assist me in engaging the other surgeons. I need you to assist me engaging cath lab, IR. I need you to assist me in engaging the other chief operating officers, items like that. So again, be prepared with your QI pitch when you go in there and say, I think we could, decrease our SSI infections because da, da, da. So just be prepared with your pitch. So those are just a few things that I wanted to go over today, just to give you a few more quality improvement tools to have at your fingertips to get your quality improvement project started, to get them rolling in the right direction, and to help you prepare whenever you get ready to present your QI project to the stakeholders within your centers. Again, want to call for our 2023 abstracts for our VQI annual meeting, which is coming up in 6 months. I can't believe that. June 13th and 14th, 2023. It's going to be at the Gaylord National Resort and Convention Center. Here, it's in Maryland. It's just outside of the DC area. We have started accepting those already, and I believe the date to submit those is January 16th, 2023. If you have any ideas or you're just unsure of how to submit or what to do or anything, well, let me tell you what I've done for you. I've actually created some new toolkits that are available at your fingertips right now. So I've created a toolkit. It's called VQI at BAM presentation, and that actually describes everything. It's just a guideline for you in regards to presentations for VQI and posters for VQI at BAM. Again, it's just a guideline, a high level guideline. Also, I've created a toolkit for data managers, also a long-term follow-up toolkit. Those were going to go live on our new website, but I didn't want to wait because I already had those done. So those are already ready at your fingertips. So you go to www.vqi.org, click the top left tab, Quality Improvement, and it's under QI Tools. Scroll down just to the middle of your screen and it'll show new in 2022 on the right hand side of the screen. As you can see, VQI BAM presentation toolkit, data manager toolkit, long-term follow-up toolkit. And let me see real quick. We have time if you guys wouldn't mind if I can pull up those PowerPoints real quick and just do a quick run through those just to kind of show you what is in those. But let me, yep, this is all we're doing. I'll also take Q&As. And next meeting, again, is January 31st, 2023. That's going to be an hour long. Again, Jen and I are going to do that together. And that's going to be a live demo of the website. And want to make sure that we take our time and just kind of go through everything for you. So again, that's January 31st, 2023. So I'm going to stop sharing. If you'll give me just a minute, and then I'm going to share. I believe I have the data manager and also the long-term follow-up toolkit pulled up. So just give me just a minute if you don't mind. And Jen, can you see my screen?
I can. Yep.
Okay. All right. So this is the Data Manager Toolkit. Again, it's just a high level overview guideline. But I wanted everyone just to kind of have kind of a overview. Again, if you need access for the website, again, you can contact Jen. So this is what is in this toolkit. And again, on the right-hand side, this is all based on the new website. So this will go over charters, participation awards, VQI Corner, reporting schedule, VQI webinars, pathway webinars, regional lead data managers, quality improvement resources, and then VQI BAM. So I'm not going to go through and tell you everything on the slides, but I'm just going to do a quick overview. So we have 3 types of charters. Charter must be based on VQI data. Again, what I shared earlier. You can be approved up to 3 years. Again, supplemental charter for form for years 2 and 3. Here's about hashtag projects. If you want to do a regional charter, here's more information on regional charters. This is your basic charter when they're accepted. 1 charter per center per year equals 2 participation points max. And then again, our quarterly focus charter calls. This is about the participation awards program. I will be updating that because that does change annually on occasion. And again, where to be found, that document, and just things on participation awards. The VQI Corner, just about webinars, addition of data managers to registry committees. Our reporting schedule, this is the new one. Make sure you check it out. I want to make sure that everybody knows that the reporting schedule for 2022 and 2023 is out. Again, you can go to vqi.org/resources/reporting for the new reporting schedule. Again, the 2022-2023 is out, and I'm going to make sure I update this every year. Webinar schedule sample, pathway webinars, how to register for those, what the regional lead data manager does, quality improvement, what I do, what I offer, and then the VQI BAM annual conference, what you can do, what it focuses on, and that sort of thing. So I'm going to stop sharing that one, and then I'm going to share the long-term follow-up one. Or no, I'm sorry, the data manager one. No, long-term follow-up. Maybe. Sorry about that. Well, I apologize. It's not letting me share my long-term follow-up, and hold on. Here we go. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties on this Tuesday. All right, Jen, can you see my screen?
I can. It's showing a long-term follow-up toolkit.
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
All right, so again, this is based on just lots of questions that I get throughout the year about long-term follow-up and what happens when you get long-term follow-up probation letters and just throughout the year. So this is the center responsibility. This talks about VQI contracts, the CMS reimbursement, the TCAR surveillance projects. Again, your reporting schedule, what requirements long-term follow-up. Right now, we require a 1 year. The 30-day is not mandatory, but it is offered. Again, pathways webinars. And again, long-term follow-up affects all of these, mainly the patients, but it also touches our national quality initiatives, charters, VQI at VAM, our participation award programs, probation letters, and sustainability. So long-term follow-up touches a lot of things within VQI. Again, our national quality initiatives. And then I've thrown in a few testimonials in here that I hope you'll get to read through. Again, just a brief overview of the basic charter. And then a couple of center samples from VQI at VAM on long-term follow-up and sustaining that. Also, how to find our VQI at VAM annual reports. Again, a testimonial. The participation awards on domain 1, which is long-term follow-up, how it's weighted, Then probation letters. Those come out annually, and you have to be at greater than 50%. And then how to actually pull up your long-term follow-up per year. And then, oops, let me get rid of this. The sustainability of your long-term follow-up. Make sure you update and maintain your center characteristics, continue stakeholder updates, checking on your long-term follow-up status, review return on investment possibilities, and share your quality story. And then the final testimonial right there. So that's it on the toolkits. Again, it's just a high-level overview that I wanted all of you to have. I'm just going to go back to our regular. All right, and that should be back. Is that one back now, Jen?
It sure is. Yep.
All right, so Rhonda, the slides from today will be on the website. So you can go into www.vqi and get those slides, but they will be up. Actually, Jen, when do you think you could get those up?
Oh, it
The,
wouldn't- it
the,
wouldn't take
the,
long.
the slide deck from today.
Yeah, we can get that up.
Okay.
Whenever you need it.
Okay, those will be posted by Thursday. So we'll get the slides from today. The toolkits are already live. So both of the all three of the toolkits are already live. So those are ready. The percent of long-term follow-up requirements is greater than 51%. I'll just put it that way, 51%. How to see your long-term follow-up rate. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing for just a minute. Let me go back to, somebody asked if, oh wait, oops, sorry. I may have messed it up, hold on. Let me stop sharing for just a minute. Share again. Dan. I think I froze my computer. No. Oh, I did, I froze my computer, hold on. Patricia, the TCAR surveillance project, that is not my forte. You can go into the toolkit and it just has it. That's just a quick blurb that I was provided. One of the next RAC meetings, there is a list of the RAC on the website. Where is that, Jen?
It's under the data analysis tab, but I know that Jim was still working on formalizing those for 2023.
Because the last one was November 23rd. I know when the last one was. So the 2023.
Those will be up shortly. I know Jim's working hard to get those scheduled.
Okay.
Those
so
lined up.
So it sounds like those aren't posted yet, but are coming.
That's right.
Okay, thank you. All right, let me try this one more time. I apologize, I froze my computer. All right, now here we go. I apologize. I really did a number on that. Okay. Here's your TCAR. You can go here. Here's the link. I'll leave that up for a couple seconds. And this is all at the center responsibility, which also is in the letter that's provided if you get a probation letter. And again, this is already in the toolkit. All right, let me trying to find that. Da-da-da. Here you go, right here. I'm gonna leave this up. This was another question. So if you want to know your long-term follow-up completion rate, go sign into Pathways, select Tools, and there's a couple of options. So make sure that you select long-term follow-up completion rate by procedure. And then you input your dates for the full year. And then that'll give you the percentage for the center. When will SVS VQI 5.0 allow the upload from third-party vendors? I apologize, but you'll have to contact Pathways for that. And also, Wendy, that's a Pathways question as well. The long-term follow-up rate needed to prevent a probation letter is 51%. Reporting schedule. So Karen, that is the 2022-2023 reporting schedule. So go to, see if I can froze it again. My computer doesn't like me today. Here we go. So right here, it's vqi.org, resources, reporting, and then it'll show right in the center of your screen, and you can download it into a PDF and print it. And then you'll see here, you've got your reports, regional quality reports, best practices dashboards, quality initiative updates, and then your participation awards. And it shows your data cut dates, anticipated delivery dates, and then your time frame, your procedure time frames. Danette, your current long-term follow-up rate, do 1/1/2019 to 12/31/2019. And Hetty, you can email Pathways. And just remember, long-term follow-up is a compilation of all registries that you're a part of. It's not just 51% of the carotid registry, and then you're a part of 10 other registries. I'm just using that as an example. Just remember, long-term follow-up is a compilation of all registries. I do want to point that out. The other thing, Jeanette, you could go ahead and do your 2020. Just remember, we're always 2 years behind. And since we're almost at the end of the year, you could just say, you could do the 1/1/2020 to, today's the 20th, 12/20/2020. And you could say this is almost, or you could wait until the end of the year and do that. But that's up to you. Rabe, you need to contact Pathways. That's a Pathways question in regards to information that you have to submit. Yeah, anything with the data submissions, you just have to contact Pathways. I do apologize. All right. And with that, we are at our 1:30 mark, and I want to say thank you all so much. I want to wish everyone happy holidays, whatever you do celebrate. And we do thank you for a wonderful year. Again, our next meeting is going to be January 31st. That's a Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And again, we're going to be looking at the new website. And that'll be a live demo. We may have just a couple of slides, but we're going to, again, it's going to be, um, all live, and we'll be answering all of your questions then. It'll be a little bit longer than today's session, but we look forward to that. Oh, Robbie just wrote back with the information. Oh, you can go into the toolkit, go to vqi.org, quality improvement, and look for QI tools and scroll down, and then you can get that off the long-term follow-up toolkit. Get that screenshot. All right, but I wish everyone to be safe and warm, and I wish you all a new year of health. So take care. Thank you for joining us today.